There is a sound that only snow makes. It isn't loud, it isn't silence either. It's something in between, like the world lowering its voice out of respect. I've always loved that sound, the way it swallows everything else. Cars, wind, even your own footsteps. Watching snow fall feels the same way lightning does, or a shooting star streaking across the sky. You don't control it, you don't summon it. You just happen to be there when it decides to show itself. And when it does, it feels personal. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I don't hike for fun. I don't seek out nature. But snow changes the rules. When it starts falling heavy and unexpected, something in me stirs, a quiet urge, like I'm supposed to witness it properly, not through a window, but from inside it. This happened on one of those nights. I live near the edge of a wooded area, not deep forest, not untouched wilderness, but close enough that trees stretch farther than streetlights. If I wanted to reach real forest, the kind where your phone loses signal and the air feels older, it would only take a few minutes of driving. That night, I had nowhere to be the next day, no responsibilities, no alarms. I remember feeling sluggish, slightly dehydrated, the dull ache behind my eyes that comes after a late night out. It was probably a Saturday, I'm almost certain of that. What I'm certain of is this: snow wasn't supposed to fall. I obsessively check the weather in winter, always have. I know when storms are coming days in advance. But that night, as I sat in my room reading, it started without warning. No buildup, no gradual drift, just sudden heavy snowfall like someone flipped a switch in the sky. By the time I noticed, the ground was already blanketed. I didn't debate it. I didn't question it. I just knew I had to go. I threw on whatever winter clothes I could find, grabbed my keys, and drove to a nearby trailhead. It's a path locals barely use. No lights, no facilities, just a wooden sign half buried in snow and a narrow trail disappearing between tall trees. The moment I stepped out of my car, the quiet hit me. Snowflakes fell thick and steady, blurring the world beyond a few dozen feet. I stood there for a moment, letting it sink in, breathing in the cold air until my lungs burned slightly. Then I started walking. I didn't have a destination. I wasn't counting steps or checking my phone. I just followed the trail deeper, letting the snow erase everything behind me. My boots barely made a sound. The forest felt vast and hollow, like I'd wandered into something unfinished. After a while, maybe 20 minutes, I stopped. Not because I was tired, because it felt right. That's when I heard it. A voice. At first, my brain refused to accept it. It sounded too wrong, too out of place. A single word spoken softly, drifting through the trees. Hi. I stood perfectly still, heart pounding, waiting for logic to catch up. Snow can play tricks on sound. Wind can bend voices. I told myself that. I had almost convinced myself of it when I heard it again. Same voice, same tone, this time closer. I spun in a slow circle, searching the darkness between the trees. There was no movement, no shapes, no footsteps, just untouched snow stretching in every direction. Then the voice spoke again.